Today we are going to talk about the Industrial Revolution. Revolution is one of these words we see it a lot, and it can mean different things. For instance, at the beginning of the year, we talked about the American Revolution, where the colonists fought the British. In that case, the definition would be this: the overthrow of a government with another government taking its place. But that doesn't really work. If we were in science class, we would say revolution is the turning or rotating on an axis. For instance, the Earth spins in 24 hours. We're not going to use that definition. Here's the definition we are going to use. Revolution for this unit is complete or radical change of any type. And radical means extreme. When we use this word revolution for something like industry, we're meaning there is massive change. Not just like a little change, but massive. A lot of things are changing and the world looks completely different. The dates on the Industrial Revolution are 1865, so that's just as the Civil War is ending, and it's going to last till about 1920. Throughout the unit, we're going to look at what were some of the causes of the Industrial Revolution and how the world changed as a result of it. That is our primary question. Did the benefits of industrialization outweigh the costs? Today, we're going to start looking at some different technologies that altered the way people live. And the first one is pretty much a review, so this shouldn't be too tough. We talked about this last unit, but the book talks about it again. So this was the age of steel. Who was the immigrant who brought the Bessemer process to the United States? That was Andrew Carnegie. He was the one. He was originally from Scotland. He was living in the United States. He goes over to England. He tours a couple steel factories. He rips off their ideas. He brings them back to Pittsburgh, and he opens his own factory. And the Bessemer process was a quicker and cheaper way to produce steel. Steel wasn't invented by Bessemer or Carnegie. It had been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. But the problem with steel was it took a really, really long time to make it. So therefore it was expensive. So therefore no one used it. But with the Bessemer process, it's now quick and therefore cheaper to produce steel. So its uses, things we talked about, railroads, bridges, skyscrapers, cars, etc. And there is Carnegie. Again, immigrant. He originally gets in the telegraph business, then he was into railroads. I don't know how he got involved in steel. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because he founded a company, Carnegie Steel, later became U.S. Steel, which was the largest company in the world at the time. And when he died, he was worth about $300 billion. So obviously he had some success. Trains, bridges, skyscrapers. The world had never seen things like this before the Bessemer process. It was just too expensive to do. Okay, one of the things Carnegie went for was vertical integration. Vertical integration was when a company controls, or not when, it could be modern day too, when a company controls every step in the process to make their product. So for instance, I'll use the example of Carnegie Steel. So Carnegie, his company is making steel. That's what we're buying. But we have to go back. What does it take to make steel? So if we go to the beginning, the main ingredient that goes into steel is iron. Okay, and iron is found in the ground. You have to mine for it. So what Carnegie would do is he bought his own land and began to mine for iron. Okay, so he wasn't just in the steel business, he was in the iron mining business. He was also in the coal business because he knew he needed coal to fuel his factory. That was what was going to power it. So again, Carnegie Steel isn't just about making steel, it's about mining for iron and coal. Then he's going to take it a step further. He's going to build his own railroads. He's going to build his own railroads that connect his mines to his factory. And then the railroads also can ship the product to the to the final customer. Because what he is going for, he doesn't want to have to pay someone else to do these things. He doesn't want to have to buy the iron from someone. He doesn't want to have to buy the coal. He doesn't want to pay someone to ship his product. So what he's trying to do, the advantage of this, in the end, it can be more cost efficient.